Hello, I am Exquisite Tasty and welcome to my channel, ET Terra and Spirituality. I'm here with another message. Please know that God is very present in my space. But this video is a message on spiritual awakening, or at least my thoughts and opinions on the spiritual awakening. This video is part 2 to a video that I posted. You can go look at it if you would like, but it's called What Does Spirituality Mean to Me? And this is part 2 to that video. In that video, I state that I feel as though these 6 cards are important to the spiritual journey. The first card is the Wisdom card. This is the Lover's Path Tarot deck. This is the Wisdom card, which is the High Priestess, and then we have the Balance card, which is Temperance. Then we have the Tradition card, which is the Hierophant. We have Temptation, which is the Devil. And then we have Justice, but it's Justice. It's still the Justice card in the Tradition deck. And this card is the Fortune card, which is the Wheel of Fortune. These cards I've laid out here are what I feel represents a spiritual awakening. The first card we have here is the Tower. The Tower is something that happens unexpected. It is inevitable, which means that it was going to happen anyway. It was bound to happen. No matter how you may have, tried to control things, situations, and people as to, to have it go in the way that you wanted to, it was going to happen in the way that it needed to go. Because when the Tower comes down, it is divine intervention. It's like when something is built upon faultiness, God knocks it down, because the universe, God, is all about balance and duality, being on the right side of things. When towers come, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad tower either. It's just something unexpected. Towers could be a good thing, and towers, they usually bring about some kind of change. Something has to be changed. Something will be changed. I mean, it's a tower, something unexpected, like there is cause and effect. So you're hit with the tower, and then there's a cause and effect of everything else. Next I have here is the Illusions card, which is the Moon in the traditional deck. As you can see, like, they all look sad in a way, like, because after that tower, something does happen. There is a shake. You see her? This is the Tower card. Her tower is burning. She's outside. Like, it's going to shake your emotions. Having a spiritual awakening is going to shake your emotions. It's like, it's going to wake you up. It's going to shake you. So the Moon here, which is the Illusions card, the Moon, it represents the unknown. illusions, the deception of things. But with the moon, you know, like when there's something that you don't know, or studying on something, like when you don't know something that you feel like you need to know, like something that's unknown, but it's unknown, but still it's known, like it's there, so it needs to be found, like what is going on. Because the spiritual awakening after the tower hits, let me just read this definition of spiritual awakening: an experience in which an individual's ego transcends their ordinary, infinite sense of self to encompass a wider, infinite sense of truth, of reality. It's like when spiritual awakening happens, it's like the universe, God, you know, whatever higher power you believe in, like, need to shake you because you're not seeing things correctly. Let me show you what it really is. What's really going on in this world, in this universe, in the things and the people around you, what inside of you. Because you can't control nobody but yourself. You don't, like, that's the only thing you can control is yourself. You can't really control cars, even though we can steer it to drive it to where we need to go. But, you know, like, even when something breaks on it, we can't control when something stops working, or how long the car will do us any good. Just using an example. Because if you want to see change around you, the change starts with you. So it's gonna start with this spiritual awakening right here. That start with the tower. Knock down some shit and open up your eyes. And although your eyes is going to be open, that's when you're going to realize that there are illusions here. This is the moon card. This is the next card out. There are illusions. Things are not what they seem to be. Something ain't right here. I feel like I've been lied to. So then you get to contemplating on things. That's when you want to try to figure shit out, because with the moon here, something is unknown. There's some deception going on. It's illusions here. So let me study this. Let me go in. This is the Hermit. Let me go in. Be by myself. Study some shit. Figure some shit out. Because what's going on is illusions around me. So then we're going to have to sacrifice some things. Because after studying and looking through these illusions, I now see what is an illusion and what ain't. What's going on here? Something ain't right. I see what it is now. So now I'm going to have to sacrifice some things. And the sacrifice in this deck is the Hangman. The Hangman in the traditional deck, you know, he's hanging upside down, getting a new perspective of things. Because after you contemplate, you know, you figure out what these illusions is right here. You go into Hangman, and then you're gonna figure out some things that's gonna have to get sacrificed around here that I was holding on to. Some things can't hold on to me no more because I see the illusions and shit. So something gotta be sacrificed, and it ain't gonna be me. Because after I done contemplated and studied, I know who the hell I am now. I know there was some illusions going on around me. I know something wasn't right with what was going on around me. And I done figured that out, and now my eyes are open to it. My eyes have opened to it because I'm awakening. I'm awakening to what the fuck is going on around me. Shit ain't right. Wait a minute. Don't grab me. Something is not right. I'm awakening. I'm waking up to what is going on around me because I went in. I made some sacrifices, and the sacrifice ain't myself. So now I'm awakening. Don't touch me. Get off me. Get off me. Don't touch me. Because I realize some things ain't what they are, right? And I'm going to speak on myself or somebody in the light because, yeah, we can all have a spiritual awakening, but some people don't come out. We don't come out the same on the other side because everybody's spiritual awakening is their own journey. Everybody's spiritual journey is their own, and there is duality in spirituality. So you got the hierophant here, and then you got, which is tradition, and you got the devil here, which is temptation. Some people take their spiritual journey and go to traditions with the hierophant. Other people take their spiritual journey, go through temptation. Because with the spiritual journey, after the tower hit, we realize it's illusions around us. Some things is unknown, some things not looking right. And then we contemplate, we go in, and then we learn there's gonna be some sacrifices, and it ain't gonna be us. We wake up to what the fuck is going on around us, and then we go into a transformation. This is the death card. Death does not only mean like a literal death. Death is a transformation. It is endings to new beginnings. Transformation. You go through a transformation. Your eyes have been woke to what you had thought to know is true about people around you, about places around you, situations, even you, even yourself, even to know to yourself, because as stated in part 1, we are spiritual beings living another human experience. Our spirits and our souls, they carry around memories and from past life. We don't remember those until we go through a spiritual awakening and we wake up. We get our wisdom on what is really going on in the world and in the universe and in amongst people and with energy. We transform to we go into our higher self. We go on that journey to reach our higher self because we were out of our ego. Ego is devil energy. It's temptation. When your ego, you're feeding the devil on materialistic shit, lust, addictions, obsessions. You transform, you start seeing things for exactly what it is and not the mask of it or the cloudiness of it, the illusions of it. And then you kind of like become innocent in a sense. in a sense. And I say that because you shed the layers of the illusions and what you thought to be known truth. You transform. So you shed your layers. You shed your layers as to who you thought you was. You had an ego death. So who you thought you was your ego. So you lost your ego, so you had to get into your spirit. And your spirit is divine. It's a divine being. It's magical. It's mystical. And you will soon see if you have not. And then that's when you learn about magic. That's when you learn about magic. And I'm not talking about black magic. This video is not for black magic. But then that's when you realize how mystical and magical things and people really are around you. The birds out in nature, even electronics in your phone, in your house. There are no coincidences. You realize the magic in that. You realize there are no coincidences whatsoever. You become the fool. This is the innocence card is the fool. You become the fool. You realize the magic and the mystic in everything and everybody. This is desire. Your desires will be different. You will actually really have a desire. In your ego, I guess being in your ego, you can have a desire. It's maybe just a want, but it's just like surface level. A desire is yearning, having the urge for something deep, meaningful, something you cannot buy. There is no price on it. Everything is beautiful. You want everything to be beautiful. When you in your ego, you just want things to just look like it's good, to just have onto something that you could lose. But when you go through a spiritual awakening and you find yourself, your true self, your spirit self, your spiritual being, when you find that person and let go of your ego, you will see just how beautiful everything is. The good and the bad, the ugly and the beautiful. You will see the beauty in everything. You will have gratitude for every breath that you take, every word that you are able to say, every step you are able to still make. You will have found your spiritual being. Sometimes your human gonna get in the way with that because your ego, try to sneak in there, shake things up, and then you got to deal with the rest of the energy of other people. And, that's why we got to, no matter sometimes how hard it is for me, we got to have balance between our spirituality and our practicality. Like our 5D world, like our spiritual self to our human self. We still got to find balance in that. And if we do, we will have triumph. This is the world card. You will have the world. You will know that you are the world, that you have everything. This is, the world card means completion. You will be complete in yourself, in your circumstances. You will know that the universe take care of you, whether you realized it before or not. You will never not have a need for anything, because the universe will balance you out as long as you allow it to. Like how they say, and it is true. It is very true that God does not put more on you than you can bear. You are strong enough to withstand anything, because the universe is all about balance. Everything can't be sweet. You got to smell some shit sometimes too. But then you'll understand that there's duality in everything. Like, we have masculine and feminine in us. We have light and dark in us. But it's the balance of things. It is the balance of things. That is the message for this video on a spiritual awakening in my thoughts, my tasty thoughts. Okay? Keep an eye out for the next video that I make like this, and it will be karma. The video is karma. That's what it's going to be about. But until next time, stay blessed.